Hey, what's good, y'all? Fuzion here, back with another video. Today we're on our third upload of the day. We're talking about the Pelicans and the Magic, but we're really just talking about Zion and seeing if he can stay in shape and how he's looking for the preseason, and like the usual Zion Williams conversation. I hate that conversation, Williamson. Excuse me, not Zion Williams, Zion Williamson. So let's go ahead and get started.
Injured list by season, 2019-2020, 45 games, his toe and his knee. 2020-2021, 10 games, his finger and his toe. 2021-2022, all 82 games because of his foot. And last season, 50 games. Hamstring, ankle, hip. So let me repeat that. Toe, knee, finger, toe, foot, hamstring, ankle, hip. I mean, damn. I'm sorry. I'm scared. I'm scared. Zion is a superstar in the making.
Why he had to say it like that? Like he's spitting or some shit. But yeah, all of those have to do with movement. Weight, of course. So like the more weight that you have on you, your hips, knees, ankles, for sure. That I don't think people really talk about a lot of ankle/foot area. Knee, of course, hamstring, all except for his finger. Everything else, I feel like could be fixed if he was either slimmed down or if it was more so. Yeah, pretty much to slim down. I think he should cut. I think he needs to get more cut and find a way to limit sort of that mobility. And by that, I think he should learn how to make a floater. I think that would help instead of him having to go all the way for the dunk most of the time or going all the way for the layup. And instead of taking that extra bump or that extra bruise that can, he can outweigh right now, but down the line to keep him more so mobile, I think he should learn like a floater, some old man game, where he can use his strength, but as well as keep his body still intact. Because he plays more like a slashing athletic guy who really has to like rely on lobs, pick and roll, one dribble, spins, maybe some jump shots every now and then, but you prefer to see him on the attack. He sort of reminds me of Julius Randle. So yeah.
The minute he on the court, he's a man-child. He's a man amongst boys. You can see 90% of the league scared to take an offensive foul against him, and we know why. That's a big brother right there. He's lost weight. He looks in shape. I like what I'm seeing, but I do get scared of him being on the court. Make sure you don't overwork him. Get just enough work in for him to break a sweat and stay in condition, and then get him the hell out of there so he can be available for the games that count. Because if he's healthy, the New Orleans Pelicans could be in the conference finals. If he's healthy, they can do it. With that brother, yes, they can. Yes, they can. He's got a.
I agree. That is all that they're missing. CJ McCollum, he's a underrated mind in basketball. I do feel like he added that veteran presence for Brandon Ingram to go off, as well as having Brandon Ingram having a little bit less ball time so he could really learn how to play off the ball, because he's also a great slasher and a great finisher. So getting those layups, those dunks, I don't know if you would consider him a lob threat, but with Zion's a lob threat as well as a great rebounder, having two great shooters who shoot the three pretty often, set up Zion to get those rebounds. Also with Valanciunas, who I think has always been a solid big man for them. He adds a little bit of spacing. He's pretty athletic. He'll get you 14 or 12. But having Zion, who can get you 20 and 7, he's pretty solid. I actually didn't notice that 5 assists as well. So that's a solid amount of assists. I'm wondering how he got those. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I got for right now. Let's go ahead and see what else they got here.
Play there, Stephen A. He hasn't played in years.
I just highlighted for that.
Oh, there, he's got to play. I mean, you can't sit and say, well, play him 5 minutes here. Let him play the preseason. If it's due, well, I mean, okay. So in other words, what difference does it make if it's a preseason or week 8 or game 8 against the Kings? I mean, he can get hurt anytime.
We don't want any
so let him play.
We don't want any excuses. We don't want any
Let him play.
We don't want to put
Sooner or later, he's got to play. Let him play.
Let it be later. When the games count.
All right, want to get to WNBA Finals?
Preseason's supposed to be like. Hey, I agree with Mad Dog. You gotta let him get a lather. He gets hurt.
I just been saying let him break his sweat, let him get some time and to maintain his conditioning and get him the hell out of there. Those are my words. Did y'all not hear me say that? Or you're not listening?
First you said hell
in the preseason?
Why not?
Oh, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Oh, he never played.
He should have played more than 12 minutes a night in preseason. More than 12 minutes.
Well, how many minutes has he been playing?
Well,
we got to figure it out. Has anybody keeping an eye on this?
One game last night, I think he played.
How many games? How many minutes?
About 15 minutes.
Yeah, I agree. I think he should stay about the 15, 20 minute, 17, just so he could get run. He can get some tread on his tires, so he could really, get used and stay used to that speed. Maybe put him in most of the first, have him sit for the second, and sort of let him close out the fourth, maybe. Just depending, or maybe get in the first and second, but just to have him still stay in that shape, still stay warmed up. But I agree with Stephen A, man. Keep it a little bit safe, until he earns the the trust of not getting injured every 10 games. I do think it's good to keep him safe. Now, what I want to see from Zion is definitely that man mode stuff, of course. But I also want to see some sort of development. He's been out, so I'm wondering if he does have because I've always thought he's always had a solid jump shot. We really don't have a good sample size yet, as what they were just talking about, but I'm wondering if he did develop some sort of MIDI. It would be acceptable, I guess, for him to shoot a 3, especially because he does have a solid handle for how he does move. So you could definitely see him hitting a 3 or so there, but mostly I'm expecting a lot of slashing, a lot of one dribble to the basket, some lobs here and there, maybe 2 garbage buckets, that type of stuff. But that's pretty much all I got here. And some good defense, Zion, in my opinion, if you are someone who is a dunk crazy guy, then you should be able to play some quality defense. So Zion should be defending, having some sort of defensive pressure. He has the ability to block some shots. Every single athlete has that ability. It's just more so on if you are trying to focus on that, learning more about timing, learning about how people shoot the shot, just that type of stuff. Defense is half athleticism and half mind games. Knowing how the person that you are scoring, their tendencies, how they shoot, which hand is their dominant, their favorite moves, just that type of stuff. So if he can learn that as well, then I think Zion is a great player already. He already has the build for it. You see, he does want to win. Of course, he's been getting unlucky with these injuries, but I just feel like if he wants to hone in on that defensive side and let CJ and Brandon Ingram be the scorers, but you have about 15, 17 points, 10, 11 rebounds, and 4 or 5 assists, 2 blocks. I think that's a good stat line for Zion. But yeah, sorry about that rant there, but I'll see you guys later. Peace.